former CEO of failed cryptocurrency firm FTX, has been arrested today in the Bahamas at the request of U.S. authorities. Again, more good news. Round of applause for those authorities out there doing their job.
Wait a minute, but you just said...
No, just let him. Just let him.
All right, well, we'll come back to that. Sam Bankman-Fried has been under criminal investigation by U.S. and Bahamian authorities following the collapse last month of FTX. The firm filed for bankruptcy on November 11th when it ran out of money after the cryptocurrency equivalent of a bank run. Bankman-Fried's arrest comes just days before he was due to testify in front of the House Financial Service Committees, along with FTX's current CEO, John Ray III, who in fact did speak today with regulators about this mess. Listen.
The FTX Group's collapse appears to stem from absolute concentration of control in the hands of a small group of grossly inexperienced and unsophisticated individuals who failed to implement virtually any of the systems or controls that are necessary for a company entrusted with other people's money or assets.
Yeah, pretty insane what he just mentioned there. He goes on to say that FTX commingled consumer funds with their sister trading firm Alameda Research. The funds were then used for margin trading, exposing clients to huge risk and massive losses. The company also went on a spending frenzy where over $5 billion of consumer funds were spent between the years of 2021 and 2022. Loans were also given to insiders and funds were transferred to third-party exchanges where local jurisdiction prevented their retrieval. He's charged with several crimes by the Judicial Service. These are some of them here on your screen. Conspiracy to commit fraud on consumers, wire fraud on customers, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and several others there. The man will be doing some time. And
What?
Yeah, just a little typo there. I'm pushing a lot of things here.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
But yeah, he's going to be doing some time. They got him in custody now, and he will be there, I believe, until February 8th, and that's when he will be extradited here to the United States. It's some classic old school embezzlement here. This is not unique to the world of cryptocurrency.
Classic old school.
It's classic embezzlement.
Not unique to crypto. This sounds like a great thing. Let's put all our money in.
Yeah, well, don't put all your money in with this fella here, you know. But as Warren G once famously said, regulators mount up, and we need to regulate people like this out of the industry. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, what do you think? I asked you this earlier today. How on earth are you going to regulate this kind of? Like, what are you actually asking for when you say, I want regulation, we want regulation?
One big deal that I actually heard one of the senators speak to, she was actually on one of the other channels here. Gary Gensler, head of the SEC, actually had the power to prevent commingling of funds between FTX and Alameda, and that goes for other crypto firms. And he did nothing. He sat on his hands and did nothing. So that's one instance where consumer funds could have been protected as opposed to damage there. Sorry,
just
Glenn
like,
Walker's in the
just
house
like
here
when you try to do a all boys and all girls separate summer camps, there's going to be commingling.
Oh yeah,
doesn't matter what the rules are.
Yeah. Glenn, I could see you want to say something here.
Glenn is in the building.
Mr. Glenn Walker,
first
everybody.
of all, let's take a look at that guy again.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes.
You're kidding me? You gonna give this guy all your money?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is exactly what I said like an hour and a half ago. I was like, I can't believe it that I come to work here and I have to have my hair, cut and like wear a tie and look nice and presentable just so that I can sit here and talk to you in a room. I can't imagine if somebody if I went up to somebody and asked for millions and billions of dollars and someone continued to say yes and I looked like that guy.
Okay, number two, convenient that he gets arrested before he testifies on Capitol Hill.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Do you think that's fishy? I didn't even think about that.
Well, now he can't testify on Capitol Hill.
So you think that there's something...
He contributed a lot of other people's money, apparently.
Illegal contributions, as it were.
Political campaigns on both parties.
Right.
So they want to kind of
hush that
this
up.
guy under the rug.
Interesting.
But also, isn't it safe to say that he might have never testified in the first place?
He said he was going to testify.
He said that,
but he's been running his mouth for weeks.
Right.
So
Yeah,
all
he's
that
been
is
on
evidence
all
that will
kinds
be
of-
used against him.
Yeah, way opposite from Bernie Madoff, where he would go into like a dark closet and be like, "Let me tell you what's happening here." He's been on Twitter and everywhere, making everything so public.
Well, young and dumb. and the investors are even dumber, I'm afraid.
Young, dumb, and broke.
Wow.
Robert?
See,
Who said that?
It's this. Yeah, Khalid. It's the same notion though with the former CEO of Apple, right? Where he used to go on stage with flip-flops and his feet showing. It was
Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs.
You're comparing
It was
this dude to Steve
well,
Jobs?
give me a second. I'm comparing the appearance that you show to the public, where it's just disheveled. It shows like you don't care. It shows that you're putting less effort into your appearance and more effort into your craft.
Well, then there was a Theranos lady that always wore a turtleneck.
That's
like
true.
Steve Jobs, to look like Steve Jobs.
That's right.
Yeah. And so I think it's a fake little.
But the other thing is,
you
like,
know, thing.
Steve Jobs was legit. Like, Steve Jobs was an actual genius among very, very
Among
smart
those three,
people.
he was the only one,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
A
I,
year ago, SBF was legit.
Yeah,
you couldn't
another
have
thing
told
too
anybody,
about the
you know?
Bahamians arresting him. You know, they bought up all that property in the Bahamas.
Right.
They want it back.
Not only that, they don't want it to get into the hands of the bankruptcy court in the U.S.
Yeah.
So that's
that makes a
part
lot of
it, too.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I thought it was pretty remarkable because as we were getting ready for the show today, we were watching you, and you were up there in a double box. It was you and it was Sam Bankman-Fried, and we were talking about, oh my God, I can't believe how far crypto has come in like a past year.
Yeah.
Where we were really the only people in the building talking about it, and like much to everybody else's chagrin, like, please shut up most of the time they would say to us. But now obviously this is a thing where it's such a big deal that Mr. Glenn Walker is talking about it all the time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I was talking about it with you guys a year ago.
You
That's
were.
awesome.
And I was,
That's
what
fair.
did, what did
You
I
were
say?
fair.
You were
Beware.
saying,
Yeah.
I think you did say
Beware.
beware.
I remember one time you asked me to show you how you could buy some.
Yeah, because I wanted. I was
curious. That was just-
curious
that was
about how it worked.
Due diligence.
But did I
Due
buy?
diligence, yeah.
No,
No.
no, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
But again, it's to be emphasized that this could apply to any industry. Anybody, like with Enron, with housing,
Sure.
with cars, Tesla.
Fervor.
What's this fervor and this Ponzi scheme mechanism and a
Big
way of
difference
scheming
is at
people.
the end of the day, there still was a thing. Like Steve Jobs made iPhones. Tesla made cars. There's a profit and a loss and an earning, and there's all these things that go into an actual company. None of that
It's
exists
just
for
like,
any of this.
and I know that this is probably not the same argument, but this is like what we were saying years ago about. It was kind of like this song and dance of like things like this can't happen with crypto. This can never happen, and that's why we want this, because we don't want any of the federal government and the
She's
it'll be
unsinkable.
physical.
Value
Like,
in it because it's
Yeah.
not backed by anything.
Can I interject?
I guess
for that
you're
for
the man in control.
What you just said, just like it's perfect what you just said, Bobby, because there's no central entity with crypto, but there was a central entity with FTX. That central entity was SBF and his cohorts of criminals. With Bitcoin, there's no central entity. If you put money in Bitcoin,
But don't you
not
need-
allegedly, that's the fact.
No, alleged
But you
criminals.
need,
He's
but
not
don't
been
you need
convicted
the
of it.
central?
Yeah.
Don't you need the central entity to then make it
Universal.
consumer friendly
Yeah.
and valuable and something that would be widely adopted as people wanted crypto to be?
It's just a
you
French-
kind of need one for the other, right?
It's just a French fry for your ranch, just a vehicle to get the funds from one place to another. That's what the central
A
entity.
what?
A French fry for your ranch.
It's just
Oh.
a vehicle. It's just
I
that's
gotta
This
tell
is
you,
the other thing.
at
They're
the
so,
end of the
they're
day,
the crypto bros are
still-
so fond of
I know,
like
these little weird
little
analogies.
analogy
At the end of the day, though,
comparisons. Yeah.
there still is a French fry. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if your ranch doesn't exist; you still eat fries. This is nothing. This is just like you're chomping on your own
Most people
teeth.
dip it in ketchup. So.
That's true. That's there you go. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, more with Glenn Walker, more 5 Live right up ahead. Please say hello. Facebook.com/group/KTLA5 Live. See you in 2 minutes
And 30 seconds.
and 30 seconds.